May 5th, May 18th, New Style. The icon of the Mother of God, the Inexhaustible Chalice. The revelation of the image of the Inexhaustible Chalice occurred in the year 1878 to a peasant from the Yefremovsky district of the Tula province, a retired soldier who was possessed by the passion of drunkenness and consequently lost the ability to walk. An elder hermit appeared in a dream and said, "Go to the city of Serpukhov, to the monastery of the Lady of God. There is an icon of the Mother of God called the Inexhaustible Chalice. Serve a moleben before it, and you will be healthy in body and soul." The peasant did not immediately go to the monastery, but after the third appearance of the elder, he set out on all fours. Arriving at the monastery of the Sovereign Lady, the suffering man told the nuns of his dreams and asked for a moleben to be served, but no one in the monastery knew of an icon of the Mother of God with such a name. Then, as such an icon, the icon with the image of the chalice, which was located in the passage from the cathedral to the sacristy, was offered. On the reverse side of this icon was the inscription, "The Inexhaustible Chalice." The peasant recognized the hermit who appeared to him as Elder Varlam, the builder of this monastery. After the moleben was served, the former drunkard not only received healing of his crippled legs, but also lost his addiction to alcohol. Subsequently, numerous healings occurred through prayers before this image. The icon was particularly revered in Serpukhov, in the center of the city, near the city of the Blessed Prince Alexander Nevsky. The Alexander Nevsky Sobriety Brotherhood was established. Every Sunday, with a large gathering of people, molebens were served with the reading of the Akathist before the miraculous icon of the Mother of God, the Inexhaustible Chalice in the church, usually followed by religious and moral discussions. The veneration of the icon was mainly of local significance, as evidenced by the absence of mention of it in pre-revolutionary church literature, except for a few local articles. The icon inspired the writer Ivan Shmelov to write the story, The Inexhaustible Chalice. After the closure of the monastery of the Sovereign Lady in the 1920s, the miraculous icon was transferred to the St. Nicholas Cathedral, the Cathedral of St. Nicholas the White. Between 1928 and 1930, the Serpukhov diocese was headed by Bishop Manuel Lemashevsky. In his memoirs, it was written that he restored the veneration of the sanctuary of this monastery, the locally venerated icon of the Mother of God, the Inexhaustible Chalice, which by that time had gradually fallen into oblivion. Also, at the request of the faithful and with the blessing of Bishop Manuel of Serpukhov, 8 copies of the miraculous icon were painted. In 1929, the St. Nicholas Cathedral was closed, and all its relics were burned on the banks of the Nara River. Icons depicting the image of the Mother of God, the Inexhaustible Chalice, including the original, disappeared without a trace, and moleben services ceased. The veneration of the icon, the Inexhaustible Chalice, was revived in the 1980s. The rector of the local church of the prophet Elijah, Archimandrite Joseph Balabanov, resumed the pre-revolutionary tradition in Serpukhov of serving molebens on Sundays for healing from the ailment of drunkenness with the reading of the Akathist to the Mother of God, the Inexhaustible Chalice. After the restoration of the monastery in Serpukhov in 1991, the moleben service to the Inexhaustible Chalice began to be performed in this monastery. In 1992, the Russian icon painter Alexander Sokolov painted a new icon of the Inexhaustible Chalice, which became known throughout the Orthodox world. The image was adorned with a silver basma icon frame, and later in the lower left corner of the icon, a reliquary with a piece of the belt of the Most Holy Mother of God was inserted. Pilgrimages to the icon began, and reports of miracles were circulated. On May 6, 1996, in the monastery in Serpukhov, at the place of the revelation of the original icon in the 19th century, a newly created copy of the miraculous icon was consecrated. On May 30, 1997, with the blessing of Patriarch Alexei II, the icon of the Inexhaustible Chalice was included in the Orthodox Church calendar.